at the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Let's go ahead and stand. And let's sing The Journey of Awakening, the purple page inside your purple page inside the program. Boy, how's that for alliteration? Everybody sing praise, 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 praise for the journey of awakening. Everybody sing praise, 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 praise for the journey of awakening. I'm on a journey of awakening to the presence of God within me, expressing peace, joy, love, and harmony on this journey of awakening. Everybody sing praise, 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 praise for the journey of awakening. Everybody sing praise, 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 praise for the journey of awakening. I'm on a journey of awakening to the presence of God within me, expressing peace, joy, love, and harmony on this journey of awakening. Everybody sing praise, 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 praise. Yeah. Praise for the journey of awakening. Everybody sing praise, 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 praise for the journey of awakening. Praise for the journey of awakening.
Hello, friends. My goodness, we have more chairs open. We're going to have to start going out on the street and bringing people in. So, hi, my name is Susan, and I'm your trustee on duty today. On behalf of Reverend Donna and the Board of Trustees, I'm privileged to welcome you here to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are truly welcome here. Here you will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you are meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. You'll find our declaration of principles at the back of your program. Please join me now in reading them. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Do we have any first-timers here that would want to be recognized? Sure. Okay. Please. Okay, Jane, thank you for attending, and we hope to see you again. And well, we're awfully glad you're here. So, and anyone else? Okay, well, listen, guys, we have a sumptuous meal in the back. And please join us afterwards and visit and get to know, give us a chance to get to know you a little bit better. And enjoy the air conditioning before you go back outside. I'd like to thank all the folks that help make this service possible. And there are so many people, we don't have time to recognize them all. But you know who you are, and the people in the seats, you make it possible for us to be here, so thank you. Okay, now we're going to do announcements.
The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm John, and I am doing double duty today as practitioner and also Practitioner Sunday. So join with me in our opening invocation. Take a breath, relax, close your eyes if you feel so inclined. And let's know together that God is all there is, everywhere present, filling all space. God fills this sanctuary and each one of us here this morning. And in this space, in this consciousness, I know, declare, and affirm that this morning's service is already perfect, whole, and complete, as is demonstrated and facilitated by all the people who make the service possible, our audio video guy, our wonderful Heather, and her inspirational music, Donna's inspirational words every Sunday, and today, Rosie's and mine inspirational talk. I know that today is whole, perfect, and complete. And together we say, and so it is.
This is a song that was written. Do you remember in 2020 when we were doing Wednesday night lives on Facebook? This was written by myself and one of our guests. Holy in the flow, holy in the flow, holy in the flow of spirit. Holy in the flow, holy in the flow, holy in the flow of spirit, divine chill. In the circle of love. Good goes round and round, good goes round and round, good goes round and round in spirit. Good goes round and round, good goes round and round, good goes round and round in spirit. That's how we roll in the circle of love. Holy in the flow, holy in the flow, holy in the flow of spirit. Holy in the flow, holy in the flow, holy in the flow of spirit, divine chill. In the circle of love. Sing with me. Good goes round and round. Good goes round and round. Good goes round and round. Good goes round and round with spirit. Yeah. Good goes round and round. Good goes round and round. Good goes round and round in spirit. And that's how we roll. That's how we roll. In the circle of love. Now we're going to go holy in the flow. Holy in the flow, holy in the flow, holy in the flow of spirit. Holy in the flow, holy in the flow, holy in the flow of divine chill, divine chill. Mm-hmm. In the circle of love. Pretty perfect for when the weather's getting warm in the desert, isn't it? One more time, holy in the flow. Holy in the flow. Holy in the flow. Holy in the flow of spirit. Holy in the flow. Holy in the flow. Holy in the flow of spirit, divine chill. In the circle of love, yeah. Oh, thanks for singing along with me.
All right. First I have to wave to Peggy. Hi, Peggy. So my talk today is hiding in plain sight Part 2, and the power of vulnerability. The theme of this month's Science of Mind magazine, which we really didn't talk about this month. So I thought I'd complete the month by, in fact, bringing it up. Before becoming a student of Science of Mind, these two ideas, hiding in plain sight and vulnerability, had informed much of my life. Brene Brown, a researcher and professor of social work at the University of Houston and author of the book Atlas of the Heart, which we recently facilitated here at the center, defines vulnerability as, quote, a state of emotional exposure that comes with a certain degree of uncertainty. It involves a person's willingness to accept the emotional risk that comes from being open and willing to love and be loved. It is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change, unquote. Ryan Alexander writes in the April Science of Mind magazine, to be vulnerable is to explore the depths of ourselves and others, even when we're unsure what we may uncover. It is stepping out, literally or metaphorically, and often in the face of uncertainty and fear, for the purpose of fostering a fuller expression of ourselves and others. Some examples of vulnerability include taking chances that might lead to rejection, talking about mistakes you have made, facing difficult emotions, or being honest about boundaries and expectations. To be vulnerable is to become friends with uncertainty. We love certainty. And often the thought or hint of uncertainty stops us in our tracks. Dennis Merritt Jones has written a book on that very subject called The Art of Uncertainty. Most of us want a plan and then a backup plan and then a backup plan for the backup plan. This can go on endlessly and hamper our willingness to take risks and to be vulnerable. Vulnerability becomes the starting point of authenticity and paves the way for us to stand in our creative power. We are not stuck, but know that housed within us is the ability to bring everything we have to life. We're empowered to believe and know that through our own willingness to be vulnerable and authentic, we set off a chain reaction that permeates everything that crosses our path. Although it might seem to be at first, at least physically on this plane, vulnerability is not weakness. It takes strength and courage to be vulnerable in life. It invites us into the powerful experience of living authentically and the possibility for transformation that happens as a result. Embracing, not avoiding vulnerability, becomes a catalyst for connection, expansion, and evolution. It dissolves barriers and opens the door for a greater awareness of the divine presence within us all. It is through this that we begin to see the possibility for a radical shift, one that prioritizes authenticity, connection, and belonging. In other words, living life out loud. A life lived out loud is made possible through showing up to life authentically. Examples of when I've felt exposed and vulnerable include sitting up in front of a group of 3, 4, and 5-year-olds and their eagle-eyed mothers when I taught English in South Korea. It included writing a letter to my spouse, Gray, first letting him know my feelings about him. It included standing up at the podium and giving my first opening invocation and spiritual reading at a CSL center. I was told to smile. And before I relaxed and realized I wasn't going to be booed off the stage, I looked like one of the evil gentleman characters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series. It also included giving my first treatments after becoming a licensed practitioner and wearing my bling here at church for the first time. Times I don't usually feel vulnerable is on Halloween. For reasons you can easily imagine. I remember back in college, in my freshman year, the college had a Halloween dance. And it was the first time I ever dressed up in drag. And I went as Morticia. And one of the security guards at the dance asked me to dance. This big black guard. So I said, okay. So I danced with him. To this day, I have no clue whether he knew I was a guy or not. But I guess it was a compliment. Before I was introduced to this teaching, I lived much of my life in fear of others, especially my parents, who were actually loving and supportive. In fear of people seeing me for who I really was and am, hiding in plain sight, concealing my authentic self. I hid behind a facade, my true self, looking out from behind a mask of normalcy. Parts of me would inevitably leak through, however, not willing to be suppressed. Evidence of some of those leakages are evident in the bling I wear on Sunday, and being pretty much who I am here with everyone here and the people who really know me. In fact, God hides itself in plain sight too. In, through, and back of all creation, including us. The manifest universe is the body of God. We can't see it, only what it does, manifests, and expresses as. A couple of other things that, or examples of hiding in plain sight are in two movies that came to mind last night while Gray and I were having dinner, and he came up with, I've got two more examples of hiding in plain sight. And these are two great movies that I'm sure we've all seen. One is The Day the Earth Stood Still, and Klaatu, who looked perfectly, authentically human, but he was an alien hiding there right in plain sight. And then, of course, the other one that came to mind was Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They were hiding in plain sight, but there just was something not quite right about them. Allowing our vulnerability to come out of hiding creates a unique opportunity for the power of possibility to make itself known. This space of possibility breaks the mold of what has been and supports us in standing firmly in the space of what can be. It emboldens us to open our awareness, expand our view, and activate our lives in ways that speak truth to our most authentic selves. Vulnerability is something to be embraced and honored rather than to be avoided or diminished. The possibility of transformation becomes more than just words or ideologies, but a reality through our own willingness to be vulnerable. In Disney's Cinderella, the stepmother admonishes her daughters, above all, self-control. Then she loses it immediately when Cinderella interrupts with the message from the king about the ball. Now, I would say, above all, authenticity. To be authentic, in fact, to be alive, is to be vulnerable. To be in relationship is vulnerable. To be in a community is to be vulnerable. Power, possibility, and transformation can only occur when we are willing to bring our wholeness to life. Amy Poehler writes, "It is very hard to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable. But those people who do that are the dreamers, the thinkers, and the creators." We're all creators. Vulnerability is the vision and the bridge to the reality of a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Namaste. So now I light our service candle. Which represents the light shining in through and as each one of us. And I will go over and hold the high watch for you.
We're
not letting you go yet. Ha ha. Good morning. Even if it's hot, it's a beautiful day. As long as the wind doesn't blow. Okay. Well, there was a man by the name of James Kavanaugh, and then he became Father James Kavanaugh in the Catholic Church. In his book, Maybe If I Loved You More, he was a free-thinking priest who eventually got kicked out of the church because of his free thinking. So he began to write poems and books, and they are wonderful. So this is a poem called I Learned About God. I learned about God from a child I knew, from someone I loved and made sad. I learned about God from a feeble woman's steps, like me, from a friend I once thought I had. I learned about God from a little child's smile, from someone's devotion to me. I learned about God from a brave woman I knew, from a friend who let me be free. I learned about God from the first light of dawn, from the tales of a sycamore tree. I learned about God from a star at night, from the earth sharing secrets with me. I just couldn't learn from other men's God or a memory of Moses in stone. I learned about God by paying the price, by trying to stand up alone. And in a way, he was hiding in plain sight in his church because he didn't believe, and more his thoughts were not acceptable. But he had a wonderful life. As a young girl, I learned about God, and I learned about Jesus. And Jesus was good and so loving. Then one Sunday, I learned about God being vengeful and punishing. And I learned about sin and that we are full of sin. I never went back. But the sin thing lingered on. Later, I found out that the minister's wife ran off with the deacon. Such is life, huh? As I got older, I think I found myself drawn towards spiritual things and poems and books. And I found a church that was more to my liking in Denver. I attended there for a good year and really enjoyed it until the married minister made a pass at me. He was really good looking. Too bad he wasn't single and had a better moral compass. Jesus was my pal, and I knew him to be loving and forgiving. But for some reason, the sin and guilt thing still lingered. Lots of years went by. 2 bad marriages. I just had to leave in order to stay mentally okay, if you know what I mean. And it wasn't until at the tender age of 62, I found what is now called the Center for Spiritual Living. I truly felt I was home in my heart. As many of us do, I sat in the back and cried for a number of weeks. I became open and vulnerable, and I hope I still am to this day. I took classes and learned so much, and that sin is an archery term that means missing the mark. So if you miss the mark, you just try again. And that is all I can say about sin. And then as the years went by, I became your practitioner. It was an honor that I still feel today. I still cry when I hear this old song, and it is older than Heather, because she doesn't, oh, there she is. She didn't know it, but some of you do. I'm going to try and sing it, and if you know it, sing along. If you don't, just hum. If I don't cry. I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. See, it still gets me. I cried all the way through that song for a long time. I couldn't really get there. I couldn't really believe it. But now I do, even though I tear up once in a while. Love makes us vulnerable, and pain is the price we pay for loving. We can love the ocean and blue skies and green trees and all of nature, and inanimate objects too. But when we love friends and lovers and pets, we are vulnerable because friends can leave us and lovers can break our hearts. And I know that part. And pets can die and make us cry. I think that for every year we live, doggies age 7. When we take the risk of getting a pet, we know that they will die before us, and we will be very sad once again. But the loving is worth it. Being vulnerable is worth it. I believe it is so important for us to keep our hearts open to love, even when it makes us feel vulnerable. The price of love is vulnerability. Love is all there is, you know. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Love is all there is. Namaste, dear ones. Keep coming.
So I'm going to leave it up to you after Rosie's talk. Do you want to do It's in Every One of Us, or All You Need Is Love? All you need is love. All right. Here it is. So let's stand up. Here we go. One. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can do that can't be made. There's nothing you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn, okay? Nothing you can do, but you can learn to be in you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 She loves you, yeah, yeah. Hey. Oh, that felt so much better, didn't it?
Oh, thank you, Heather. Wasn't that wonderful? Wowie. Doesn't make it feel good, just here and here. Well, it's time for our offering. And time for us to say thank you to all of you for helping us to create this beautiful place and all the chairs and all the history that's been in this, and all of our congregation has stepped forward to buy chairs, to give us lots of money, short-term loans, to help us build this beautiful sanctuary. We are so blessed, and don't cry, Loma. It's all right. Anyway, I know how you feel. It's very touching for those of us who've been here a long time. And we hope and pray that you will come and you will be able to call yourself an old timer. So, anyway, thank you in advance. Get your wallets out. Be generous. And don't worry if some people don't give, because they tithe. So, and don't give nothing, because we'll know. So let's do our offering affirmation. My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me, multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So take a breath. And we know that this day is certainly blessed by the divine as it radiates out of each one of you. We know that Reverend Donna is having a wonderful, blessed day off, and that we are all so grateful to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful sanctuary of these wonderful people. We make lots of noise, but it's a joyful noise. And so we hope you have a very wonderful week, that you take your love and spread it around this week. And we know that all is well. So as we close, as I say, and so it is.
Let's circle up. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living a new world now. Let there